Hello, this is Clean Coach Carly. I'm the staff nutritionist at Healthy Habits Living. And today I'm telling you about something super convenient. Now, I know that we are all running a million miles per hour, which actually isn't great, but I can't really stop you from doing that. But I can help you with some things that will help optimize your time. So one of the hardest things about taking supplements or a nutritional protocol is actually remembering and taking the time to do it. And so with Xymogen MedPax, that taking the time to do it is a lot easier because they're pre-packaged. So they have these pre-packaged assortments of nutrients that are specifically for sets of conditions or diseases or symptoms. So they have one for sleep, one for immune, one for beauty, one for energy, and of course one for gut, because we all could use a little help with our gut health. So that first med pack, and by the way, they call these condition-specific med packs. I just call them med packs. So that first one for sleep, you can also think about for stress. It's got ashwagandha in it, which we know is a modulator for cortisol. So if you don't have enough cortisol, it's going to nourish the adrenals so they can make a little bit more cortisol. Or if cortisol is too high, it's going to modulate the adrenal glands so that they're not making as much cortisol. So it's got that ashwagandha. The next nutrient in there is Xymogen. And then you're probably thinking, what the heck would that be for sleep? So Xymogen is for your joints, the synovial fluid that is like a cushion or a little aqueous solution around your joints. Now, why would you need this to sleep? Well, because when we are getting older, for one thing, but when we're getting in bed or getting tired at the end of the day, our cortisol starts to go down naturally, which means our inflammation goes up. And that's why we experience more aches and pains at night. And so if we take the Xymogen at night, it's got these ingredients to help relieve pain and swelling and inflammation within that synovial fluid. Also in this sleep nutrient formula is valerian root, passion flower, hops, and some minerals, again, to nourish the adrenal glands. And then, of course, what would it be without melatonin? So I recommend that you take this sleep pack about 20 minutes before you're going to go to sleep, because that melatonin, you want it to have time to absorb and start to kick in. Now, most of us aren't making enough melatonin these days because we are constantly looking at blue light, like the computer and the phone and the TV. And when that blue light goes through the eyes into the pineal gland, you're telling your pineal gland and your brain that it's not time to make any melatonin because it's still bright day sunlight. That's what your body thinks when it sees blue light. So even if you are sitting on the couch and relaxing, but you're watching TV or on your phone, your body's not going to start making melatonin for you until you shut those off. So a lot of people are needing to take melatonin, and also, quite frankly, needing to turn off their phones or at least put a filter on, and the same thing with their TV. So that is the Xymogen condition-specific sleep med packs: ashwagandha, Xymogen, valerian root, passion flower, melatonin, hops, and minerals. The next one is their immune pack. Self-explanatory. So it's got the Immunotix, which is beta-glucan. Now, I've talked about beta-glucan a lot. This is a type of polysaccharide fiber that helps your immune cells to be more alert and to be ready and primed and to be on the lookout. Because we know that all of our immune cells aren't active at the same time. But if we're taking beta-glucan or getting that in our diet, that will help those immune cells, more of them, to be more active and more on alert. The other ingredient in the immune packs is excellent C. So that's vitamin C. And one capsule has 750 milligrams. And this is a really good dose because it's higher than most, which is around 500. But it's not so high that you might get a bowel flush or bowel tolerance. So we've got the vitamin C in there, which we know already proven for decades and decades is good for your immune cells, and also has the capacity to kill certain microbes. And then finally in that immune pack is vitamin D3. Now, vitamin D3 is called a vitamin, but we know it's more of a hormone in stimulating and supporting your immune cells. So it's super important to have adequate amounts of vitamin D3. And we tend to have lower blood serum levels in the winter time because we're not outside getting sunshine. And when the vitamin D levels go down, then we're more prone to getting colds and flus and whatever else. So vitamin D3, super important. It's pretty mainstream now. Everybody knows about it. Everybody knows that most people don't get enough of it. So that is in that immune pack. So that's also a 1-a-day packet. And I recommend that one in the morning or with a meal. And that's because the D3 is best absorbed with a little bit of fat. And so if you eat a meal, you usually have at least a little bit of fat in there. So that's the immune MedPax, condition-specific MedPax. The third one is energy. Now, I kind of recommend this one for everybody. Most of us are low on energy, unfortunately. The other thing is that in this pack, one of the formulas is active nutrients. So it's a multivitamin. So if you're looking for something that includes a multivitamin, this is the pack for you. So the active nutrients, which is the multivitamin, is in there. And then there is the Adrenalive or Adrenalive. And that, again, is to help with your cortisol and modulate your adrenal glands. So there's nutrients and herbs in there to support your adrenal glands so that they can either make more cortisol or stop overproducing cortisol. So this is a nourishing formula. And this one also has the methylprotect in it, which is your B vitamins, folate, which it's a natural form of folate because we know a lot of us, especially if you have any chronic health concerns, might have that MTHFR gene, which means you can't take synthetic folate. You can't take folic acid. You cannot metabolize it. So you won't get enough folate unless you're eating it or taking a whole real form of folate. So this one has that real form of folate. It also has B6 and B12. And B12, everybody knows is for energy. B6, though, is an important part of the energy cycle as well. So that's the energy packet. It's a 1 in the AM is what I recommend packet. And I pretty much recommend it for everybody because it's got that multivitamin in there and the Adrenalive, which, we all are pretty stressed and could use some support for our adrenal glands. So I often recommend the energy pack on top of another pack. So let's say you're low on energy and you can't sleep. I recommend the energy pack in the morning and then the sleep pack, 1 packet at night. And all of these are 1 packet per day, so it's really easy. They're in very small plastic little baggies and very easy to rip, very easy to stick in your bag or your purse or your lunchbox and be available for you when you're on the go. The next packet they have is the beauty packet. So I think of this for hair, skin, and nails. And it's got the Regenemax collagen in it. And this stimulates your own natural production of collagen. So it's not actually a collagen supplement. It's stimulating your own growth of collagen. Collagen is what makes your skin nice and less wrinkled on your face and all over your body. But we also know that collagen is what helps keep our joints healthy as well. So it's got a collagen precursor in there, and then it has biotin, and you know that every hair, skin, and nails formula has biotin in it, and that is because that is the building block of keratin. And keratin is our hair, our nails, our skin, our teeth. So we need that keratin. And if we don't have enough biotin, our body can't make that keratin for us. So it's got the biotin. And then the last ingredient in that one is vitamin A. Vitamin A is fat soluble and super important for your skin. In fact, if you take too much vitamin A, your skin might turn a little bit orange if you're taking a beta carotene. So vitamin A and the skin are intimately tied together. So that's the beauty packet. And again, that's just 1 packet in the morning. The final packet, and of course I love this one because I chronically suffer, not all the time suffer, but chronically am managing some gut symptoms. So this is the gut specific MedPax. And of course it has probiotics in it. Xymogen makes some of the best probiotics and strongest on the market for the best price. This probiotic is the ProBio Daily DF, so dairy free. And there are 30 billion CFUs and 4 different strains of probiotics. Also in the gut pack is the GI Balance. Now GI Balance comes in a powder and in a capsule. Of course, in the MedPax, it's going to be in a capsule. It has 10 or 12 different herbs in it that either soothe or heal the gut lining, including zinc. So if you've ever heard of a nutrient helping with GI symptoms, it's probably in GI balance. I'm talking zinc and okra and glutamine and zinc carnosine, like I already said, and licorice and all the rest. So they're all in there. And again, this helps to both heal and to soothe the intestinal lining, because when we have GI symptoms, a lot of times the intestinal lining or the barrier or the gut, we call it, is inflamed and irritated. So we need some soothing and some regeneration of the cells in there. So that is, oh, and finally, in that formula, there is Xymogen. Okay, so that is their enzyme formula. And it is a full spectrum enzyme, which means it's going to help you digest fats, proteins, and different types of carbs. So starches, sugars, fibers, short chain, long chain. So it's a full spectrum enzyme for helping with your digestion of all of your macronutrients. So that is the gut formula. So in summary, we've got 5 different MedPax formulas, all made by Xymogen. And of course, only the highest quality nutrients are in there in therapeutic doses. They're not cheating you on any doses. These are the doses that have been studied in medical trials and proven to be helpful for whatever symptom you are after. So here at Healthy Habits Living, we are here to help you get healthy so you can stay healthy and be healthy.